I am Miami T, the one and only. Welcome to my channel.
About to go down.
You name it, we doing it. It's a day in the life with Miami T.
All right, you're at I-95 Motorsports. This is what we build. You know, you want a badass car, come check us out. We have a 15 car waiting list right now.
15 cars.
15 cars, and everybody has better than 100,000 budgets. If you want to be part of this game, it ain't cheap. And if you're definitely coming to me, expect to get the best and pay the most.
So let me ask you this, all right? In the early era of, we'll just say, taking it back to the 2000s, 95 area.
Okay, I had one of these in 92. I had my first vert in 92.
All right, so you know, the donk culture has not changed. Now,
It has changed a lot.
yeah, price-wise, definitely.
Well, we never opened our hoods back in the days.
That's true.
These are completely different ball game cars. Like, we had it so easy to build a car. Nah, these guys ain't got it easy. They ain't got it easy. I remember you would get a paint job at, you know, $3 to $5 grand for a candy.
That's true.
Shitty door jams, because they didn't know how to spray door jams. Put a pair of 30s and bows on it, get a top and a cheap little stereo, and you was rolling.
That's it.
Under your hood looked like shit, but who gave a fuck? You turn your headlights on and rode. That's what it was. But this is a whole different ball game. This is a status thing now.
Yeah, definitely.
So as far as the game has changed a lot. Are they still the same cars? Yeah, they're still the same cars. Are they doing a lot better work to them? Yeah. The problem is when you're getting into these cars, you deal with all the shitty work that they did in the 80s and the 90s. We don't do work like that. You know, our metal work is completely different. You know, everything, you know, I have to evolve. Y'all ain't gonna keep me working on piece of shits forever. I'm trying to go to the top end. You know, I'm tired of working on piece of shit with people with no budgets, and you're fighting me, and I'm tired of fighting you. It is what it is now, you know? I don't take it personal, but I don't give a shit about a customer. I only care about the car.
Right.
So if you want a badass car, get your money right, bring it here.
What would be like the bare minimum of what's needed?
There is no bare minimum. There is no bare minimum. I don't want to do bare minimum cars.
I'm trying to keep from laughing, but yeah, I definitely feel your pain. So basically, you know,
$47,000 right there of metal work, body work, and paint work. $47,000. Car was a rust bucket, but let me show you how they come in. And you wonder why. Now, this whole floor has to come out here. Why? Because every bracket that is mounted to the bottom of the car is rusted with the body mount. So all that has to be fixed. And this is when you get these people, oh, I could build this car for this, I could build this car for that. You're full of shit.
and what year is this car?
This is a 73. Every single person that was in my shop was like, wow, this car's clean as fuck when it came in. And
So-
I told everybody it was a piece of shit.
So
They
you,
were like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yes, it is.
so you telling me that car out there?
That car was worse than this car because that car was wrecked.
Wow.
That car was completely totaled and hit into a wall.
So I know that you changed locations, and I remember your old location, you know, like when you were doing like the Crown Vic high rises. Man, you were putting crazy lifts on cars back then. So now, are you still doing other cars other than donks, or that's just what you're sticking to?
Nah, I'm trying to go to the hot rods.
Okay.
Trying to go there. I'm never gonna get to a Riddler Award show or something like that. Building these cars only.
Right.
You know, the cars are just accessory cars. They're not body mod cars.
Right.
They don't have a lot of money in work done to them. You know, you're not changing anything on it. I mean, the 50 we have on there, we're changing everything on it. We're changing the front bumper, the rear bumper, the bed, the this, the that, the dashboard. You know, you don't have to do none of that stuff to this car. These cars are cheap to build. They're just accessories. If you want to spend $7 grand on a pair of forgings, $7 grand on a pair of brakes. That's 14,000 plus installation. That's 15 under the car, and you ain't fixed nothing yet. Keep it moving. Keep going. You want to do paint and body. You want to strip down the bare metal. You thought this car was beautiful, but I guarantee you this accident was in the 80s at some point in time. And then somebody beat the dog shit out of it. It's all warped. You can't bring the metal back. It's got a huge gouge in it that they just put Bondo over. So I can go over top of what you have, or I can really fix it. Like, look at the floor. The floor is completely gone.
Oh, wow.
The floor, look, they patched over there. This is all fiberglass. This whole floor is gone. So these are the different levels. We never used to do cars like this, like these cars like this. We always did our lowriders and our mini trucks like this.
Right.
But we never did these cars like this. But now they're starting to do these cars like this and change this floor. This floor has like 6 braces in the bottom of it. All those have to come off and then be re-put back onto the car. You have to cut these corners off to be able to get the floor out and then re-weld these corners back on. Like, it is work. And it ain't for the faint-hearted. You ain't ready for an old school, go buy you a new school.
Exactly.
Because old schools cost. We do them right, you know?
I mean, you definitely have that name for doing it right, you know, the true one-stop shop. Like you said, you know, that budget got to be right. And I mean, you know,
put whatever you budget you want on it, but you
right.
can't expect to get that car or the Gucci car or the gray car that left if you don't spend the money for it. Now, if you look at this car, that bitch ain't got no metal work, none. So this gonna be sweet, but you paid a lot of money for the car. So that car has no, I mean, it's got little tiny rust, a little shit under the panel, like little stuff. Very easy to fix, you know? That car's a rust bucket. That car's a rust bucket. That car was a rust bucket. The one in front of it was a rust bucket.
it looked like a masterpiece on the outside.
Of course, it does all through and through. It's done right. He did it right. But that doesn't mean that I replace metal here on the door. That don't mean it ain't gonna come back here someday.
Okay.
Don't leave these cars outside once you build them. Don't park them in front of your house. You'll have a bunch of rust bubbles.
Personally, I think if you have a donk or anything of that status, it should always be garage kept anyways, you know. If you can't afford the garage keeping, you definitely don't need to be trying to own one or anything like that. Like I said, I'm not a 4-door fan, but that 4-door outside, I would pick that over a Vert any day. I mean, that's
For sale. He's trying to get rid of it. He's had it now about 8 years. I did that car like 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that car's been done like
That car, I would have just figured like you just turned that car out like a couple weeks ago or a few days ago.
10 years.
When was the paint done on it?
Probably about 10 years ago.
10 years.
Yeah, at least 10 years.
That paint is still wet.
Did some touch-ups on it recently, but nothing major. The car is still what it was when Goldie painted it. And then Rod touched it up, you know? Same old stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through painters, I'm gonna go through body man, I'm gonna go through everything.
Right.
You know? It's hard. People don't want to work these days. You know? You're a kid out there and you're a fabricator and you can metal and you can do stuff like that, you have a talent.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. I didn't want to take up too much of your time or whatever. I know you got a lot of work going on. Like I said, I always been a fan. Even way before the East Coast Rider days, man, you know.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. And you're still putting in the work, still putting out quality work. So, man, you know, I can appreciate it as well as a lot of other people. And, man, my hat's off to you, man. I just appreciate you taking the time, man, for just letting me come chop it up with you this morning.
Yeah, the 4 doors probably leaving today. And then,
That's amazing how you could take something like this right here and turn it into this.
yeah, if I show you pictures of this car hit a wall on 95. It was wrecked from this corner to that corner.
This
And
car,
then
this
spun around and hit the back of it.
this car is sexy, man. Was it 73?
71.
71? Man, oh man, look at this. Like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of the 4 doors, but I would definitely choose this over a typical vert. Now, not saying I would choose it over that vert, but you know, just a standard vert. So this is 73. That's a 71. My favorite year is the 72. But I've actually had all 3, 71, 72, and 73. All right, YouTube, this your boy Miami T, man, down here at 95 Motorsports. Man, Kenny still putting out good work. Y'all boys got push buttons all the way through this car.
Yeah.
This thing beautiful. Y'all did y'all thing with this.
Put that up.
You got a donk yourself?
Oh, no.
No?
Nah.
You like the donks?
It's all right. I
So-
want them enough to, you know, just push it away from.
Well, let me get you. What you like, them tuner cars?
No.
Okay.
I'm into my trucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm into my trucks.
Gotcha. Man, this beautiful, man. All right, YouTube, man, it's your boy Miami T getting ready to wrap it up down here. 95 Motorsports, man.
511 Northeast 32nd Street, Oakland Park, Florida.
But see, man, like this, me personally, this morning I was still, you know, I hadn't been to the shop in a while, man.
Yeah.
I still went to like the old location.
Okay.
Yeah, went by the expressway.
Yeah, that's old. Yeah.
That was home for me, man.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm digging the new location. Y'all still putting out quality work. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, man.
It's all in the experience.
For real, man. I appreciate y'all, man. All right, YouTube, you heard what Kenny said, man. If you ain't got that budget, you ain't got that bag, don't waste their time. Don't waste nobody's time. If you ain't ready, you ain't got that bag, you ain't got what it take, don't game definitely stressful, man. This your boy Miami T. Don't forget, subscribe, drop a comment, like, share. And who knows, maybe one day you too could be in something like this. I don't know, the man said this thing for sale, man, so I'm finna go ahead and talk numbers. I'm getting ready to go in here and talk numbers. I like this. I like it. You never know, man. Your boy Miami T might be in this thing, man. See what kind of numbers we talking about, man. Like I said, I'm not really a 4-door fan, but I like this. I don't know, man. Let me see what kind of deal Kenny talking about, man. You know, my pockets ain't that light, man. I'm pretty good. Woo, look at that paint. All right, YouTube, we out, man. 95 Motorsports, Miami T. Let's get it.